so much for tuning in today. So today's video is about AI and realtors. What we actually need to do, different programs, and at the end, I will actually show you a couple prompts that you can actually use in real time so you can see what that actually looks like and how to develop your own prompts. And also in the link in the description, we'll have how to create your own chatbots for you never having to, so you can create it and then you won't have to put the prompt in again. It'll ask you a series of questions and give you the data that you actually need. So stay tuned and I hope you learned something. Let's go to the computer.
So a little bit about me. I have been a licensed real estate agent for over 2 decades. I'm the author of The Cost to Close, and I'm also a mentor to real estate agents. I have several designations and different things. So let's get into what you came to learn. So the thing is about AI tools is they are great, but sometimes it's the user and sometimes it's the machine. So watch this clip from iMovie.
Vicky.
Good day. Apologies. There appears to be data corruption.
You see what I mean? Sometimes machines just don't do what we want it to do. So what are the AI tools that you actually can do? There are several different ones, and I'll link in the description below so you'll actually get a full list of different things that you possibly could do in real estate or in your daily life, or if you have another business, if you're not even in real estate. So you can do a voicemail drop. So there are several ones that I know about. There could be others, but these are the best of what I found. So there's Voice Drop, there is Sky Broadcast, there's Drop Cowboy. Then you have voicemail services. So there's Lucy, there's Beasley AI, there's M1, there's Revmo. Then you have video editors. So there's Descript, there's Lemmy5, there's Octopus Clip. So with Octopus Clip, you can take, for instance, take this particular YouTube video and basically splice it down, and it will come up with, based on the actual system, it will come up with different like percentages. It'll say, okay, well, this has an 85% chance of going viral, if people will actually want to know this. So then you could use that as your YouTube shorts or other systems that you have. You could do it for Instagram Reel or Facebook Reel or on TikTok. And you can download it. Though some of these things, they cost money. Some, they'll give you like a limited time where you can test it out. So you may not have to pay for it. And so that's that. So then you have virtual staging. So that's real estate. So you have Box Brownie, you have virtual staging solutions, you have Stucco, and you have Code AI. So all of these are great tools to actually use. And so the next tool I'm actually going to demo is Lucy AI. And this is actually me calling the system. So let's listen in.
Hello, I'm ReShawna's AI virtual assistant. Can I have your name and the reason for your call?
Sherry Johnson, looking to sell a home.
Could you please confirm if your best contact number is 571-550-5283?
Yep.
This is all the information I need. I will let ReShawna Leaven know that Sherry Johnson is looking to sell a home. If you are calling from a cell phone, you will receive a confirmation text message shortly. Please check your message app spam folder if you don't see the text. Have a great day, and goodbye.
So what I like about Lucy is available 24/7. If you cannot answer your phone, you're missing money on the table. You could be missing a call. And I also like it because it's the annoying calls that I don't like that the actual AI will answer for me. So because sometimes it's like, it's nothing worse than getting interrupted by somebody that's like a telemarketer or something, or even, these robocalls, like, what do you want? If it's not money on the line, I don't want to talk to you. And so I did get an email when I actually revised this. I actually was going to record this video probably like 2 weeks ago. So at that time, Lucy was free, but they are changing their platform. And so the plans will now start at $24.99, which is still not bad. It's still not bad to have something to actually answer your phone calls for you to, instead of you, especially if you're, limited on funds, if you always want your phone answered, you can port it. And then we can talk about how to do that. I can set that up with you for a fee. We can talk about that. And what I like is it's going to send me a text message automatically. It's going to say what the message is. It's going to email me as well. And all the calls are recorded just in case the system is, unless you really don't know what has happened on the call, you can actually listen to it and find out more information. So now, ChatGPT, what can you do with ChatGPT? So you can create posts, meaning that you can create a list of the posts. It's like, okay, well, what should I post today? My new thing now is I'll take somebody else's ad and I'll say, how can you make this related to my business? It's like, I like the format. I like what they said. How can I make this part of what I'm doing? So I do that. And for YouTube, you can create different things for that. You can create your titles. You can say, okay, what title do I need to have? What description for my YouTube do I need to have? What kind of hashtags do I need to have? What other things need to go in here that I did not ask you? And so you can create emails. You can have an email that you already written that you want to revise, make sure it has all the elements that you need in it. You can create it from scratch. You can have something and upload it to the system and say, okay, revise this email, make sure everything is here. Or if somebody has emailed you, you can go in the system and say, okay, well, reply to this in a professional manner, because sometimes I feel like I like to put an email to the side, because sometimes if you reply to it right away, it may not come off as it should. So what I would always recommend you do, instead of replying and it coming off wrong, because sometimes a lot of things are lost in the translation. I'll do this for text messages also, not just emails. I let it marinate for a minute. Then I come back to it. And a lot of times I'll put it in ChatGPT and say, hey, how should I reply to this message? And then a lot of times it's like, that sounds so much better than what I would have said, because what I would have said wouldn't have been as they say, demure. It wouldn't have been the best response. So that's just a recommendation. So scripts is like, okay, well, what should I say in this way? You can create a whole script. You can take a script that you have and convert it into Spanish. You can convert it into another language. So you'll have that, and you can have a script based on, okay, a person's personality. How should I respond to this person? Because they're, a D or an I or an S. Is like, okay, what is the right messaging that I need for this type of person? So you will come off in the right way, because it's important to come off in the right way so you're understood and you get your message across in a professional manner. And then finally, creation. So you can create listing descriptions, you can create text messages, you can create your agent bio, you can create images, you can create presentation ideas, blog article ideas. So really the sky is the limit, really, with this. So I was curious, but when I created this class, I said, well, what kind of files can I upload for ChatGPT to analyze? So first, documents. You can upload PDF documents, Word documents, plain text files, rich text formats. If it is a spreadsheet, you can upload that. In Excel, you can upload CSV files. You can upload image files. So that's your JPEG, your GIFs, your PNG files. So you can upload that. But what kind of output are we going to get? Okay, if I upload this, what are you going to give me back? So that's next. So output. So you text put output. You can get plain text, copy and paste ready. You can get tables. You can get an email. You can get letters. blog script format for video and presentations. So if you say, okay, give me a video script for this, it'll say, okay, well, scene 1, scene 2, scene 3. So it will give you how you actually need to have that. And then you could upload that to your teleprompter. There's a couple different teleprompter systems that you can actually use, and you can upload that, and then you don't have to do anything else but read off the screen. So downloadable types are documents, flyers, checklists, spreadsheets. You can create code for your website, JSON, HTML codes, the images, visuals, charts. So a lot of different things that you actually can get that would take you probably hours, if not days, to complete. This is why you have to use AI to your benefit. There's a lot of different things that you actually can use with it. So how much is this going to cost you? So there are a couple of different account types. So they have the free version, they have the plus version, and the pro version. So the free version is free forever. The plus version is $20 a month, and the pro version is $200 a month. I would say you probably would never need the pro version. There's a lot of different things you need to do with that, but I would say don't start off with that unless you're trying to create like a personal bot or something more in depth. You would never need to spend $200. So $20, you can do everything that you need to do with that. So now I'm going to get into the tutorial of the different things that you can do with ChatGPT. So we're going to create a real estate bio. We're going to create a social media campaign for the month. We're going to calculate the absorption rates, and we're going to research new retail and restaurants.
So it is beneficial, that was beneficial to me to always have a prompt, or what I call like a prompt sheet. So you could do this in Google Docs, you could have this in Google Keep, or whatever you have that you actually will know to go back to, and make sure you actually name it what you actually will remember what it is. So first, what we're going to do is we're going to create a real estate bio. And we're just going to copy and paste. The items that are in yellow, those are things that you actually need to tailor based on your business. And when you click on the link below, you will be able to access this prompt. So we want to go in ChatGPT, and I'm going to paste this prompt. It helps to do the work on the front end. So you don't want to get into ChatGPT and say, oh, I don't really know what to write. You always want to have that, because it's going to determine what you need within seconds. So you want to be able to have what you need right within seconds. You see how fast that was? Like, I didn't even finish my sentence and it was done. So within 1 year of experience in the real estate industry, I specialize in helping first-time home buyers, blah, blah, blah. So that's based on what I actually put in the actual prompt. So now, social media campaign. So the goal for the month, I want to capture seller listings. Target audience is move up sellers, area service. I'm using Richmond as an example. And create matching image ideas also is what I want to have, because it's not just, okay, what do I want to say? I want to know, okay, what kind of image should I actually put with that? So now this is the next one. So within seconds, it has what you need. Week 1, week 2, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Also, it's only giving me 5 days because that is what I put in the prompt. I didn't say I was going to do this every day. I said, give me a post for during the week. I didn't say weekends. So that's why that's there. But what I want to narrow down so you can know about prompts is when you say, so if you wanted to do more than one thing, so you see how it has a 1 and then the mark behind it. So that's the first thing I wanted to do. Then the second thing, so create a social media campaign. These are all the things that I wanted to do for 1. Then 2, I wanted to create matching image ideas. So those are that's the second thing I wanted to do. So then that's why that's there. And so in this is how I want the output to be. So this is the actual post. And then so this, well, I'm just scrolling to week 4. Ready to move up. Here's how I can help you sell your current home fast. The image, it says a smiling agent shaking hands with a client in front of a home is an idea. So these are ideas because you might say, oh, well, what should I put? Because sometimes words just don't convey the message that you want. So you want to have something else. So then Tuesday, a quick financing tip. Use equity from your current home to buy your dream home. Image, a house silhouette filled with money icons or coins. So that's an idea as well. So now we want to research. Actually, before we do that, we want to find out the months of inventory. So what you can do, you don't have to put it all in the same prompt. I'm just doing that because I have a lot of prompts and I don't want to confuse you with what you need to do. So tell me how many months of inventory is in Richmond, Virginia. Create a script, because it wasn't just the months of inventory. Like, well, what is that? That means nothing. So also, okay, tell me how many months of inventory it is. Then I wanted to also create a script with a conversation with the seller. Then number 3, create a script for a conversation with a buyer. Then 4, create a general script on how the market is right now for video and social media posts. So those are 4 things I wanted to do. And so here we go. So it's going to show you how they came up with it, with the numbers. So months of inventory. So active listings divided by homes sold in the last 30 days. So it's going to come up with that. So it's 3.3 months. So this indicates as a seller's market, as a balanced market typically is 4 to 6 months of inventory. So you have to give it the data. So you got to go to MLS and find this. But once you tell it what it is, so I mean, it might be user error. So if your number is wrong, that might be you. It might not be ChatGPT. But then sometimes if you think the number is wrong, you can always say, please verify this. But I just came up with this for you to just say, okay, well, it's 3 months of inventory. Okay, that's nice. What does that mean to me? Everybody wants to know what's in it for me. What's in it for me? So if you're talking to a seller, it says, hi, seller. It's your name from ABC Real Estate. I understand you're considering selling your home, and I'd love to assist you in achieving the best outcome. So then you can say, currently in Richmond, homes are selling faster than usual, with many receiving multiple offers, with 3.3 months of inventory. It's a great time to list. And then you can talk about your other incentives or whatnot. So then the buyers, so the market insight, then you would spin that a different way because a buyer has a different perspective because of where they are positioned in the market. Richmond's market is currently competitive, with homes selling quickly. However, with the right strategy, we can find a property that fits your needs. And so general market. So you could have this, like you could create a video on social media with this. It says, as of July 25, Richmond has approximately 3.3 months of inventory, indicating a seller's market. Homes are selling faster, often with multiple offers. Then you can say, if you're working with buyers, if you're considering buying, it's essential to act swiftly and be prepared to make competitive offers. Then closing, whether you're buying or selling, I'm here to guide you through the process. Contact me today to discuss your real estate goals. Now, disclaimer, this is just some info that I just came up with on top of my head. Now, by no means was it only 155 houses that sold. This was just a number that I just came up with. I did not pull the data from Richmond. So I just want to let you know that. I didn't want to use my local market because I have other videos. I want to confuse people. So now, the next thing, we want to research local businesses. So this was a tool that I actually found out recently that I didn't know you could do it. So what I want to do, so I'm actually already on it. So ChatGPT 4.1 mini. So this is everyday tasks. So every week on Monday, search to see if there is any new restaurants or retail stores that have opened in Midlothian,
Richmond, Chesterfield, or Petersburg, Virginia. And so you click go. And every time you come to this weekly, it will tell you what is new. So they have something called Slack Tide and Fish Company. They have Ricefield. I don't know what that is. That's on Hull Street. There's a 1870 restaurant and bar. There's a Hard Shell. There's a Brick House Diner. There's a Marco's Pizza on Iron Bridge Road. I actually know where that is. There's a new Lego store, which is nice, in Short Pump, if you didn't know that. Academy Sports and Outdoors. So if you want to capture the area, this is something that is going to pull all of the websites and come up with the data, so you know, especially if you're going to go there to film. It's like sometimes that additional research just takes too long. It just takes too long. So this will just boom, bam, you got it within seconds. So then you can plan out, okay, how are you going to convey this message? Are you going to go take photos? Are you going to go there, take video? What are you going to do once you find the information? So you could actually ask ChatGPT. I'll just do that on the fly right now. How can I share this on social media that is engaging? We'll say that. Should it be video, photos, etc.? Give me 3 ideas. You could say 5, but I'm just going to say 3. So a video spotlight tour. So a short video, 60 to 90 seconds. Start with a quick intro. Hi, Richmond. Here's what's new in your neighborhood this week. You could do that. You could do a carousel photo post, multiple photo carousel for Instagram, Facebook. Each slide features a new restaurant or a store. And you have a swipeable post with arrows and say new spots to try in Richmond this week or wherever you are. Instagram, Facebook stories or polls, a series of stories. So share stories or short clips of each new place. Which would you try first? Daisy's or Slack Tide? Seafood or steakhouse? Vote now. So those are different ways that you actually can utilize ChatGPT. So I hope that this was informative to you. This was just a quick overview and some prompts. And if you click on the link below, you'll have a dozen more prompts other than this to use in your business.
Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I hope you learned something. If you have any real estate questions, give me a call at 240-284-4114 and share this video with a friend. Make it a great day.